What is up, everybody? It is Jay here, and this is a bit of one of those like storytime videos because I still get misgendered. I'm specifically talking about school and my family life. I don't get misgendered in situations with strangers. I don't get misgendered in bathrooms. I look male. People read me as male. And even if they view me as ambiguous, normally because I present myself masculinely and I make myself known as a man by going into men's spaces, by being referred to by other people as male, therefore people just read me as male. I don't get misgendered by strangers. I pass. But I am in 5th year in school. It is early 5th year. And I came out in early 3rd year. So it's been a full 2 years since I came out as trans in school. Everyone in my year and all of the teachers know that. They know that I'm trans. They know that my name is Jay, and most of them do know my birth name. They know that my pronouns are he, and most of them do know that I am trans. They don't think I'm a cis dude, but I still get misgendered by teachers. I still get misgendered by other people, and it's above and beyond me at this point. It's been 2 whole years since I came out to these people, yet there are still some of them who cannot wrap their heads around the concept of seeing me, somebody who grows facial hair, as male. This has been going on for a long time. Back in 3rd year, at near the end of the year, so it was about 6 months after I'd actually come out as trans, I had a teacher who was using my name but was still consistently calling me a girl, explicitly referring to me as a girl. I lost my shit. Because I arrived to class late one day with my girlfriend, and the teacher referred to us both together as a pair as girls. And I called her out and I was like, that is not factual. And she just kind of dismissed me and told me to sit down. When I went to go talk to another teacher about the fact that she had done this, that teacher made excuses for her. He literally said that because my mother misgendered me at the parent-teacher meeting, my mother who had known me for 14 years as a girl compared to this French teacher who had known me for 1 year prior, he said that because my mother misgendered me at the parent-teacher meeting, that it was okay for the French teacher to misgender me. And I'll be fair, that definitely hurt my relationship with that teacher because I thought that teacher was somebody that I could trust, and his response to what I told him definitely made me feel like I couldn't trust him nearly as much. But when I went into 4th year, I no longer had that teacher, that French teacher, and I don't have that French teacher now. So I'm away from her, but 2 of my closest friends in my form class, we have form classes that just divides our 150 person year group up into smaller groups, and 2 of my closest friends in my form class are both girls, and we tend to sit in the same place every morning for a roll call, and tend to all sit in the same 3 seats. And consistently, my form teacher refers to me and these 2 other girls as a group as girls. And it's one of these things that I hate it when people do this specific type of misgendering, because I can never be certain if they're including me in that in their heads or not. It's just because by proxy I feel like it's probably referring to me because I am there. I am in that group with them. It makes sense for it to include me. But I can't tell if the teacher's actually saying me or not, because I'm not in their heads. But that means that I can't call them out on it, because if I say that, like, stop doing that, then they'll be like, oh, I wasn't talking about you, and they'll continue to do it, and I'll continue to be uncomfortable. Like, it's one of those things that I can't know if they're meaning me or not, and they can't know if that's upsetting me, because if I say it to them, then I'll just be shut down. And this is the icing on the cake, okay? This is the icing on the cake. Because every once in a while, like, people slip up on my pronouns. I have teachers who slip up on my pronouns. I have classmates who slip up on my pronouns. And I'm not gonna lie, it's getting to that point, like 2 years after me coming out, where your excuses are wearing thin. You're not getting used to it anymore. You should be used to it. I'm one person that you have to change pronouns for. One singular person. It's not a big deal. It's not a hassle. The difference between he and she is a single fucking letter. It's not hard to change someone's pronouns, especially not when you've had 2 years to do it. But the icing on the cake was when I walked down the corridor on my way to the bathroom yesterday, and one of the special needs assistants called me my birth name. Out of nowhere. Now, logically speaking, you would assume that obviously this person didn't know I was trans, but that's where you'd be wrong, because this special needs assistant, or as I am going to refer to them from now on, the SNAS, because that's what we call them usually, she was working with one of the guys who was in my maths class, and his desk, where she sat with him, was next to mine and my friend's desk. So she did ask me things during that year, that I was out as male, that she referred to me as Jay, and as a dude, I was standing next to her, okay? Like, I was right there, next to each other, okay? So she knows I'm trans. She knows my name. She knows that I'm a man. Yet she used my birthday. And it's getting to that point where it's not like this is necessarily horrendously upsetting to me. It's embarrassing if it's done in front of other people, because it's like, is it that hard for you to see me as you see everybody else? Is it that hard to detach that in your mind? Like, at this point, I have now been at the end of this year, I will have been out as trans in school for longer than I was referred to as my birth name, okay? So we are getting to that point where I have been out as male for longer than I was female in this school. Yet I'm still getting misgendered. And as I said, when it's in that situation where she used my birth name and nobody else was around to hear it, it was literally just like, I walked out the corridor and went, I just made that face, because I was just so confused. Like, where does that come from? Where? But then, if it's in a class, if it's in a group, it's embarrassing. And I'm like, why? How? Where? 2 and 2 do not equal 5. This has been a really, really ranty video, but I think it's worth making because it's ridiculous. Like, if anybody else is in this position, after 2 years of being out as trans, after 2 years of being referred to as he, or as whatever your preferred pronouns are, or as Jay, or whatever your name is, after 2 years of that, trust me, people should know. My parents have known I was trans for 3 years, and for 14 years before that, they saw me as a girl, and they saw me as my birth name, and they don't make mistakes anymore. And if they do, they rarely ever make them, and at least they have an excuse. 14 years is a long time. Meanwhile, these teachers who have now known I was trans for just as long as they knew me as a girl, misgender me still. And if you are in that situation, trust me, it's out of line. It's too far. It's too late. You are no longer getting used to it. It is no longer news. Cop the hell on. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please click the like button down below. The comment section is open for anything that you have to say. If you've had an experience like this, please regale it to me in the comments. And if you have any advice for a change, I could really fucking do with some, because I find it very hard to approach teachers on this kind of thing. It is stressful to do. And yeah, just if you've had a similar experience, let's talk about it. And please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.